welcome back. Before we get started, hit that like button and subscribe. All right, good morning, welcome back. It is Sunday. I am back at it again. I am also trying to catch up on some work. I'm back in my garage again, man. But yeah, I was just reading a couple of articles, man, and it is going to be a lot of people that are going to be experiencing issues with their power, man. I was reading a couple of articles over there in Europe, and this one article is out of Bloomberg. It says more Americans than ever can't afford to pay their electric bill, man. They had that when we had the pandemic. A lot of states had that that moratorium, that shut-off moratorium, where they, gave people, you couldn't shut off people because of their bills. Now, the policies they're winding down, man. They're winding down just as record inflation made power and almost everything else more costly, man. So it is, people, I know in the state I am in right now, they're going to shut you off. It can be freezing cold out there. You get caught up on, you get delinquent on your bill, they coming to shut you off, man. Their policy is, well, I guess you got to go live in a shelter or find a relative or something, man. It's going to be a lot of people, man, that are going to be getting their electric turned off, and what the companies do, they turn it off before the cold weather starts to hit. That's why some people need to take advantage of those, they have energy assistance programs. That's why in my family and friends, in my circle, we have we put in like a little fund just in case somebody starts to experience hardship. That's what you should be doing, Try to make like a little fund. If you got a group of individuals like family members, man, y'all put in a couple of dollars, man, just in case somebody have a hardship. I can't tell y'all what to do with y'all money, but man, times are getting hard, man. Everybody's going to need some type of assistance, especially if they lose their job, a loved one gets hurt. You got to have that support system, so keep that in mind. It's always good to have, man. It is definitely a good thing to have, man. Somebody's experiencing issue with their mortgage or with their rent, and y'all got that fund, you can be your own support community. You don't always have to go get a loan. Y'all put in through the course of the year, just like you save up all that money to buy those toys and all those gifts through the course of the year. And then at the end of the year, you're broke. Why not save some funds just for an emergency, man? You can have your own council. You can start that. You can start your own community thing or your own family thing. That is a great thing to do, man. But you're going to have some people, oh, what are they doing with the money? You get that person out of there, man. You get that rotten apple out of there, man. Because I'm telling you, man, you're gonna need a support system, man. You're gonna need some kind of financial. You're gonna need some kind of financial structure, man. For real, man. Especially if you don't have any savings. That's a great way to save up, man. If you know you're not good with saving money, pass the money on to someone else, man. And let them hold it down. And then when you are experiencing financial hardship in certain areas, like paying your bills, your car note, man, you can look back on that, man, and that can help you out. That's a good thing to do. Okay, I'm gonna read you what it's saying out the Bloomberg. It says a tsunami of shutoffs are coming, man. So it says U.S. electricity prices surging and more people than ever are struggling to pay the power company. More than 20 million American households have fallen behind on their utility bills. About 1 of every 6 homes, and the amount they owe has doubled since before the pandemic. I'm telling you, man, you need to have savings, man. You know, because, you know, people get hurt. People lose their job, man. It's just, you know, it's something to think about, man. It is something to think about, man. A lot of people are gonna, I'm telling you, and that's real, man. They're gonna cut people off. They are going to shut that power down. So if you haven't done so, man, I'm telling you, listen, man. Remember back in the day, I don't know how old some of you are, but I'm telling you, the blankets, man. You gotta make sure you're getting those wool blankets. You should have these already on deck, man. You should have these blankets on deck. This is fire retardant, man. Check on some surplus websites, man. You know, and try to get yourself some wool blankets, man. You should have this stuff as a backup. You should have this stuff as a backup just in case you get a bad storm, your power go out, you don't have a wood burning stove. Pull out these blankets, man. Pull out these blankets right there. See that? You know, you're not going to find these blankets in Walmart unless you do it on, depending on your area. They may have it in there, you know, these wool blankets, but you want to look at your surplus store or try to get them offline. I got this right here. This was only, I got a couple of these. I bought these last year, man. I usually seal them up, you know. I vacuum seal everything. I had these suckers vacuumed up. I just pop this one out, you know, after I wash it, seal it up, fold it up, and I seal them up, put them in my little container. Anything happen, I know I got my blankets, man. I mark everything, label it, so I don't have to be fumbling around, searching for stuff. Everything is put away accordingly. Also, I know a lot of people really don't deal with kerosene like that, but the kerosene heaters has came a long way. It's not the same as back in the day when you have kids and they play around kerosene heaters. They have actually evolved in the technology and the safety measures. And I'm telling you, man, let me turn this camera around. Let me pan this camera around. Let me pan it down. See, I got this here, man. I just, you know, picked this up. Matter of fact, I picked this up last year. And, you know, it was on sale, man. A lot of these kerosene heaters in my area, man, when it starts to get cold, you're not going to find them. You know, especially if you get if you get a bad storm, you're going to be looking around at the last minute. You do not want to wait to the last minute and get yourself a kerosene heater, a wood burning stove. You want to get this stuff now. Because if that power go out, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Also, you want to get, I know some people, I use that clean, you know, they don't want to use kerosene because it leaves that burning soot around. That's what I call it. It's like a little burning material or smell. This is that clean burning right here. You can get yourself a couple of gallons of these. Also, if you have the kerosene, you can also mix the additive in with, let me turn this around the other way so it can come focus back on me. All right, so you can get this right here and you can add it to your kerosene so it can burn a little cleaner. You know, all this stuff, man, you can do right now to prepare. If nothing happens, you have it on hand. If one of your family members in a different area is having issues, or if their power go out, man, you can lend them a hand. You know, you got to get everybody on the same level. If they don't want to participate, then you move on. You know? So yeah, it is a lot of areas, man, where, you know, people say, well, I don't want to have a kerosene heater. Okay. You got a house, and if you can, invest in a wood burning stove. Get your wood out, man. I'm telling you, man, you got to have all this stuff, man. Get yourself what they have, I used to call, my grandpa used to have like a Big Ben fireplace, man. He didn't even have to run his utilities. He put a couple of logs in, man. That sucker heat up the whole house. You know? But you got to start getting your supplies right now. You got to start, if you got to cut up some wood, man, you should have a stockpile already on hand. You don't want to wait until the last minute. If you're having issues with your utility bills, like I said, they have, try to contact your local office, depending on what state you're in, man, and maybe they can help you out with those bills, you know, because everybody, you know, with the job market and with this labor and inflation, man, jobs are, you know, they trying to squeeze everything, man. You know, I know people get laid off and stuff like that, but yeah, they can help you out with your energy bills, man. But it's not a bad idea if you had that support system and y'all was putting in a couple of dollars through the course of the years, you know, or the year. You put in a couple of dollars, and if somebody experience hardship, you can tap into that fund. But yeah, man. Also, this is out of Reuters. Now, this is over there in Europe. It says, forget showering. Eat or heat. Shock Europeans hit by energy crisis. And it says, no more ironing, limited oven use, and showering at work. So, man, they are cutting back, man. They are cutting back, man. In some areas, man, they want you to set your thermostat. I think it's, I'm going to do Fahrenheit. I think it's 89 degrees in Fahrenheit, 89 degrees, because they use Celsius over there. But it's 89 degrees or 90, what is it, 89? I could be wrong. If anyone is living over there, correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, man, that's crazy, man. You got to set your thermostat on 90 degrees. Sheesh, jeez. And then you can only run certain items. You can't even iron your clothes. And it says showering. Come on, man. You either going they have it on this article where you have some people over there in Europe are saying, well, I'm not going to take a shower today. I'll just conserve the heat. I mean, it is really getting bad, man. It is really getting bad. So I'm telling you, man, if you over there, it's best to invest in a wood burning stove. Get your supplies now, man. You need to be stocking up on that stuff right now, because you don't want to wait until the supplies dwindle down. You start having shortages, blackouts, because it's going to happen. The way things is over there, man, it is, their gas supplies, man, their reserves, they're going to have blackouts. They're going to have mandates where you can't run this, you can't run that, can't take showers. Come on, man. Yeah, it is definitely going to get rough, man. So if you haven't done so, make sure you stock up on your supplies so you won't get caught off guard when the temperature or the weather change, man. And if that grid goes down and you don't have no power for a week or two, man, what are you going to do? You got to have your blankets, get yourself some sleeping bags, man. Just be ready, man. And I'm out. Hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you for watching.